Hey, this is Robin from Robin Jones Music, and today we are doing a sample lesson on some cross-picking techniques on the Irish Bouzouki. We're going to try and learn some techniques to help us accompany a famous traditional song called Wild Mountain Thyme, also known as Will Ye Go, Lassie Go. So you may know the song already, but if you don't, this is what it sounds like. The summertime is coming, and the leaves are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme goes along the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go down together to the wild mountain thyme, all along the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Okay, so obviously it's not a singing lesson, but I just wanted to give you a sense of what the song is and how the bouzouki can cooperate with that song. So the first thing that we need to think about is a cross-picking pattern. So we're going to, you'll notice I've got my capo on my second fret, so you might want to do the same just to follow along with me here. If you place your first finger on second fret G string, you're going to have a D chord. Now, once you've got your finger in that position, I want to try this cross-picking pattern, which goes like this. You're going to pick G, D, A, D, A, D, right? So you pick all four strings and then repeat the top two. And that gives you a 3/4 rhythm, right? So you're like 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, one important point about that is that we are using alternate picking there, because generally picking rules are you pick down on the beat and up off the beat. So the way we pick these strings is going to have to respond to that. So it's going to have to be down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, so you might want to take a little bit of time just to practice that. Maybe pause the video. You're going for consistency in the right hand there. You want it to be doing exactly the same thing every time. G, D, A, D, A, D. That's the name of the game, consistency. And you know, as you're practicing it, you're looking at maybe one chord, the D chord. You can look at your right hand, make sure it's doing what you want it to do. Down, up, down, up, down, up. G, D, A, D, A, D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, when you think you're feeling pretty good on that cross-picking pattern, the next step is to get our chord progression for this song. So there are 4 lines to this song, and we're going to learn them one by one. So line 1 is a bar of D, a bar of G, and then 2 more bars of D. Right, so G chord, which you may know, starts where you put your first finger on second fret A, and that's a G chord. So we can try that first line straight away. It's going to be a D, D, and 2, and 3, and G, and 2, and 3, and D, and 2, and 3, and D, and 2, and 3. Okay, that's line 1, 4 bars. If you want to kind of think about how that works in the song, you know, oh, the summer, oh, the summer time is coming. Okay, that's what we've just done there. Okay, maybe take a pause and just practice the smoothness of those transitions. Try not to let the chord change confuse what your right hand is meant to be doing there. Okay, we'll move on to line 2. Line 2 is 2 bars of G and then 2 bars of D. So same chords as we already have. We're going to go 2 Gs, G, G, D, D. Okay, so that's your second line of the song. The leaves are sweetly blooming. Okay, so maybe just take a minute to practice that chord change. Make sure everything is staying as it should be in the right hand. Down, up, down, up, down, up. G, D, A, D, A, D. Okay, line 3 is probably the most difficult line. It's going to start on a G, then we're going to go to an A chord. This might be a new one. This is 2nd fret G, 2nd fret D, open A, and 2nd fret top D. So that's an A chord. And then we're going to move up to this chord, which is a B minor. Now the way we hold this is 4th fret G, 4th fret D, 2nd fret A, and open top D. So this third line runs G, A, B minor, B minor. So you've got 2 bars of B minor at the end. This is a hard one to do in terms of your chord changes. So it would sound like this. G, A, B minor, B minor. Okay, and if you think about the song, that's the wild mountain time. Okay, so maybe pause the video there and just have a little practice of those chord changes. They are quite tough changes. Then, fourth and final line of the song is going to be a G, A, G, G. So you've got G, A, G, G. So with the cross picking, that's going to sound like this. And in the context of the song, that's along the blooming heather. Okay, so once you've remembered that chord progression, you've actually got the whole song. The verse and the chorus are exactly the same. And you can use that to accompany yourself singing or to accompany other people. The great thing about this cross-picking pattern that we're learning is that if you learn it really well, you'll be able to apply it to other songs. So, for example, in The Craig and White Hare by Derry Farrell, a great performance of his on YouTube, he uses this cross-picking pattern, but he does it very fast. Okay, not perfect run, but you can see what I mean, right? It's the same cross picking. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 but you know he's doing it at a much higher speed. And this cross picking pattern would work for any song in a 3/4 time signature if it's a waltz. Yeah, if you count in threes. So another good example might be of a folk song, something like Caledonia by Dougie MacLean. You know, the chords, the rhythm that we're talking about here would work for that. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I am going on and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and down up, so down up, 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 down up. Okay, I think you get the idea. So if you practice that cross-picking pattern thoroughly, it will come in very, very handy in many other places. So thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. The next thing we need to do for this now is to learn how to integrate melody into the chord progression. So something that's, maybe an instrumental section, which maybe sounds something like this. Okay, so if you learnt this lesson thoroughly, you'll be able to move on to that. And if you'd like to learn the rest of that arrangement, you can visit my website, www.robinjonesmusic.com, where you can download an online lesson. And for that, you can pay me however much you think is fair. It could be as little as a penny. And I'm also always available for private lessons. If you would like to send me a message, I'd be happy to organize a one-on-one Zoom lesson. Yeah, thanks for listening. Hope you have fun with this one.